I have built a randomizer with the names of 200 plus Pokemon characters up, and using this we're going to pluck 2 names out of there, and thus those characters will fight each other using their best possible teams. Welcome back to Pokemon Master Showdown, and last time we had a battle between Gary Oak of Pallet Town and Brawley, the Dewford Town gym leader, but today we have a titanic clash ahead as Flint, Elite Four member, faces a tough challenge in Ghetsis, the true leader of Team Plasma. Flint first appeared in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and is the fire-type specialist of the region, as well as the 3rd member of the Sinnoh Elite Four. His younger brother, Buck, also appears in the game, and their grandfather runs the battleground. He first appears in Sunny Shore City and asks the player to bring back the excitement of Pokemon battles to the disillusioned Volkner. He and Volkner later challenge the player and their rival to a multi-battle at the Fight Arena in Pokemon Platinum. There have also been manga, anime, TCG and Masters X appearances. Here, he utilises his ace, Infernape, and surrounds it with Drifblim, Lopunny and Steelix from his Diamond and Pearl battle team. There is also Ninetales from his BDSP rematch team, and Entei from his BDSP Battle Tower team. Ghetsis first appeared in Pokemon Black and White, right at the very start of the game, holding a speech in Accumula Town, after which he sporadically appears throughout the story, usually to bail the 7 Sages out of trouble whenever the need arises. At the end, as N, his adopted son, defeats Alder to become the champion, and then loses to the player, it prompts him to go berserk and battle the player. He later appeared in the sequels Black and White 2, seeking to capture Kyurem and freeze all of Unova, though he was thwarted by N, his legendary dragon, and the player character. He also appeared as a member of Team Rainbow Rocket in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. There have been anime appearances, TCG as part of the Boss's Order card, but also his own card in the Plasma Freeze expansion, Masters X and the manga. Here, he uses Reshiram and Zekrom from his Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon teams, compounding them out with Hydreigon, Bouffalont, Bisharp and Electros from his regular battle teams. It's time to head to the stadium, and it's Volkner's best friend versus N's adoptive father. It's Elite Four versus Harmonia Gropius. It's Flint versus Ghetsis today on Pokemon Master Showdown. Let's get this going. I suppose the thing is, one question has to be asked here. Flint, an Elite Four member, versus Ghetsis, a man who raised a challenger to conquer through the Unova Elite Four and the champion. Is the Unova Elite Four better than the Sinnoh one? Flint begins with Steelix, Ghetsis begins with Hydreigon. Steelix weathers a Fire Blast and goes for the Stealth Rocks. So, interesting opening exchange. Another Fire Blast from Hydreigon. Steelix has gone down. That's his first blood to Ghetsis. 2 turns in. Flint is already 1 down. In comes Lopunny to face the Hydreigon. So, what is going to happen? Bouffalont comes in, lands on the Stealth Rocks. Lopunny goes to Fake Out and does decent damage, but the Life Orb saps at it. Bouffalont does have some healing on there. Lopunny goes to Power Up Punch. Lopunny is getting an attack rise, that is hurting. Bouffalont goes to Substitute. That is going to protect it from incoming blows. Lopunny is probably going to go for another Power Up Punch. That does get rid of the Substitute, but Lopunny is getting weaker. Bouffalont has gone for a Sword Stance. This is very, very dangerous because another blow here could see the end of Bouffalont. Is Bouffalont going to survive the next attack? Is Ghetsis going to make a switch? We are waiting to see. I think the smart move might be to make a switch. He doesn't. Lopunny goes to Drain Punch and Bouffalont goes down. Lopunny suddenly has a lot of health back. That is going to combine nicely with the Life Orb. In comes the Electros. Lands on the Stealth Rocks. That's another Drain Punch. Hurts the Electros badly. Lopunny at full health. That's a Dragon Tail. And Ninetales is in to face the Electros. Ghetsis managed to get rid of the powered up Lopunny. Ninetales goes for the Solar Beam, but Electros wears it quite well. Electros goes for Knockoff, gets rid of the Heat Rock. I wonder, that's the Flamethrower. Electros goes down. I wonder if Flint made the mistaken belief that Electros was a Dragon type there, but no dice. The Solar Beam didn't take Electros out. The Knockoff hurt Ninetales badly, but, well, we are where we are. Electros is down. Ghetsis has lost 2. Flint has only lost the 1. Hydreigon is back out to face Ninetales. We are waiting to see what happens next. Hydreigon goes to the Dark Pulse, and that does hurt. Ninetales flinches. Oh dear. This could not look good for Ninetales. Is Flint going to make the switch? Because Hydreigon, dangerous opponent. In comes the Entei. Pressure pushing down on Hydreigon. Entei wears the pressure. It wears the Dark Pulse and shrugs it off. Heals from the leftovers. So, we have a legendary. Ghetsis has 2 legendaries of his own, but we have not seen either of them yet. So, Entei uses Protect and it blocks the Dark Pulse. I wonder if it was intending to get some healing back there, some health back from the leftovers. Hydreigon with another Dark Pulse. Entei goes to Sacred Fire, does decent damage, gets the burn on Hydreigon. Now, it's not going to cut into its physical attack. We all know Hydreigon's not using that, but it does, however, put Hydreigon on a timer, and Reshiram is here, lands on the Stealth Rocks. Entei goes for a Protect, nothing happens, the sunlight has faded, so Flint could put it back up with Ninetales coming out. Entei goes for Extreme Speed, and Reshiram hits the Earth Power. Entei crashes down, could not do anything against that Earth Power. Lopunny is back in to face Reshiram, goes for a Fake Out, and again, does decent damage. Reshiram flinches, could not move. That's a Drain Punch, and it does good damage to Reshiram. It does not have a lot left. Reshiram goes for another Earth Power. Lopunny crashes down. Oh dear. This is not looking good for Flint. What does he have left? A weakened Ninetales, Infernape, and Drifblim. Infernape is in. So, Infernape goes to the knockoff, and that gets rid of the choice specs on Reshiram. Reshiram crashes down. Bisharp is in. Very interesting choice of tactics here. So, what is Ghetsis thinking? That's a power-up punch, but Bisharp does survive it. Bisharp goes for Iron Head. Infernape shrugs it off relatively easily. 2 more power-up punches have dealt Bisharp very, very badly. We've seen that move a lot in this battle. Zekrom is in to face Infernape. Bisharp could not survive those blows very long. Infernape goes for another Drain Punch. That does massive damage to Zekrom. Infernape, full health. Zekrom tries to make a substitute and fails miserably. Well, well, well. Oh dear. That's a power-up punch, and Zekrom crashes down. Both Zekrom and Reshiram have fallen under the wrath of Flint's Infernape. So, only Hydreigon left. This has spun around. Hydreigon goes to Draco Meteor, and Infernape hits the ground hard. Oh dear. So, Flint still has Ninetales. He still has Drifblim. So, Drifblim going to be at a bit of a disadvantage. So, Ninetales is in. What is going to be on Flint's mind? That's another Draco Meteor. Ninetales survives it. Hydreigon is getting weaker. Flamethrower, backed by the sun, crashes into Hydreigon. It is weak. The Draco Meteor hits Ninetales. It takes Ninetales down, but the burn ends Hydreigon. Drifblim was still left in Flint's arsenal. He still has 1 left. He wins as the burn takes Hydreigon down. Well, a bit of an inauspicious end to the fight, but Unova Elite 4, be damned. Sinnoh Elite 4 came out on top. Ghetsis slinks away. Another defeat. After all, took some very famous defeats in his life. But in this battle, the winner is Flint. Thank you very much for joining me in the stadium, folks. I have been your commentator, once and future gamer. This has been Pokemon Master Showdown, and I will see you on the next exciting instalment. Bye-bye now.